All the disrespect, the free play, better button check. Button check.
What is up, Button Check family? Welcome back to yet again a beautiful day of checking these buttons. We are back one more time. Thank you for joining me on yesterday on HT, but now we're back one more time. Chapters down below if you want to skip around because we got two hot ones today. Sub button right there. Appreciate you for taking the time to help in the channel grow in the direction of 70K because we're so close. We got to do that big giveaway. So anyway, thank you guys for everything. We're about to get it started on this beautiful Wednesday. So without further ado, let's check these damn buttons. Let's go. All right, now into them first set of $2 million for the CPT buttons that need to be checked. So Capcom, 11 just wrapped up. We had a $1 million winner by the name of Kakaru, right? Of course, there was more money spread out throughout the tournament, but that man was holding up a check that said $1 million at the end of it all. There's some debate in that. Some people think it should be spread out better, but either way, $1 million check, you can't hate it. Now, Capcom Cup 2025, starting later this year, Capcom Cup 12 is gonna be going down, and they just announced the money a couple of days ago. We're going to the official site. I'm gonna put it on the screen right here. Check it out. Capcom Pro Tour 2025, Capcom Cup Pro Tour prize pool over $2 million. Let's unpack this real quick. So right here saying this 2025 season consists of 2 tournaments, World Warrior and Premier tournaments. The top 2 players from each super region will qualify for Cap Cup 12, World Warrior Premier, 24 regions, 144 tournaments, 8 offline tournaments, 4 super regions, 6 players, Premier points, and then down below, let's read what they broke down. They said, based on the wording that we heard at Capcom X, we were led to believe that the future Capcom events beyond Capcom 11 wouldn't be featuring $1 million. That's exactly right. Grand prize, it was never stated outright, but very heavily implied. Regardless, Cap Cup 11 overall featured a overall smaller payout compared to Cap Cup X, aside from the first place finisher. As an example, Chris Wong, who finished second place at Cap Cup X, received a $300,000 check for his performance. Earlier this year at Cap Cup 11, Blas got $100,000 for coming in second place, which was still an impressive payday. It was believed that Cap Cup would understandably be reducing the prize pool for Cap Cup Pro Tour 2025 circuit. However, new information released by Capcom now seems to suggest otherwise. Over the official Capcom Pro Tour website, it stated that the CPT 2025 season will feature a prize pool of over $2 million, which is either equal to or more than the CPT 2023 prize pool. So there you have it. Like I was saying, that's the main thing that stuck out, right? So it looks like it's gonna be equal to or more of a payout than it was in 2023. You see the difference? Where they were saying Chris Wong got second, he got $300,000. Blas got second, he got $100,000. And that was right, what Event Hubs was saying, because I remember that year, they did make it seem like the money was gonna start dwindling, because obviously how long can you keep putting up $1 million for the tournament for the first prize winner alone, right? But now we got the EWC coming in. I kind of feel like this is sooner or later going to become a thing. I just don't know when and how much of a thing, because the community, I shouldn't say the community, some people, some vocal, some loud voices on social media had a problem with the Saudi background and EWC, and they didn't even want to go to EWC. Some were like, I swear even Sajam said, I'm not going to commentate. I'm not going to be a part of it. So he didn't go to the EWC, right? Damn near everybody else did. But I remember Sajam was one of the big ones. I think even Sonic Fox as a player was like, I can't be involved. But now what do you do? Now what do you do that EWC and Capcom are like this? That's what I'm saying. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how many people done change their mind now or kind of start looking at it different, or if some people are still going to pull back. It doesn't look like too many are pulling back. I don't know. Like I said, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting because some are even stating like they feel like EWC kind of snuck in and just bought their way in or whatever. But with this money, it looks like Capcom's still going to be able to put up that $2 million for the CPT period, that $1 million check. You know what I'm saying? That money's going to be there. And I know it's something the FGC has been dreaming about for a long time. Overall, though, how y'all feeling? Let me know. All right, and now into the next set of Daigo Umehara and Tokido responding to Mena's call out for that FT10 buttons that need to be checked. Ooh, this is delicious. This is delicious. I had saw a post, I want to say 2 weeks ago, maybe 3, where Daigo released the interview. I think it was this one with Tokido, but I want to say it was like members only, or you had to, it was like a premiere, something, right? That you couldn't necessarily watch unless you were like a paid member. Something to that effect. Now it's been released on YouTube, and they are talking about Mena's call out and his thoughts. And I saw a clip, y'all. They get deep. So what I'm gonna do, because it's translated here, obviously if you're reading it, you can see the translation. But for those that are just listening, if you just like on a walk, on a jog, in the car right now, I'm gonna read some of this translation for you guys. So let's watch a clip. Link down below for the full action. Let's check out a clip.
ツイートしたじゃないですか。
見ました。一番リツイートされてて、リポストか。
ああ、そんなに、なんだ。なんか
10先お願いしました。
俺最初配信中にそれを、梅ちゃんメナが10先やりたいらしいよっていう、なんかコメントが来て、でこの間クリスティに配信中に、大悟 FT10 どうだみたいなのから、あいいよ。だからその流れだと思った。あいいよ今みたいな。たらいやそういうんじゃなくてみたいな感じで、で見てなんかすごいなんかきちんと。
Okay, so far, Tokido was asking him, did you see the tweet? It got over like 10,000 reposts already. And then Daigo was like, yeah, I saw it. My chat actually told me about it. He said the other day, Chris T asked him for a first to 10 on stream. So I believe he did it. And he thought that's what Mena wanted to do. Then he realized, oh no, Mena actually wants a proper FT10. Let's go.
なんか先に聞くとあれどう思いました？感想を聞きたいな。
でもみんななんかやりたがってんだなっていうなんかわかんない。僕の方にも結構そのコメント来るんですけど、なんというかわかんない。メナがなんか僕だから割とクリスティ的な感じで言ったんじゃないかなと思ってて。
最初ね。
てかまああのツイートを見ても多分なんかそういう感じなんじゃないかな。多分わかんないですけど、カプコンカップに来て、まあそのついででやるとかそういうふうに思ってんじゃないのかなっていう感じでした。
So Daigo just asked Tokido, what did you think about the tweet? Tokido was like, I kind of sensed, I felt how bad he wanted to play you, and it came off like he wanted to play a casual FT10. Kind of like Chris T did. So he was like, that's all the only sense I got. Like he really wanted to play you like Chris T. He was like, I can't be too sure, but you know, that's how I'm feeling it. So nothing crazy.
まあ長文だし、あといつでもいいみたいな感じだったから、なんかそういうことでもないのかなっていうのがまあ大方の見方だよね。
でもいつでもいいっていうのは、今でもいいっていう。ことになりませんか。
でもなんか準備期間がどうたらこうたらみたいな話で。
なるほどなるほど。
まあだから要するにその形式強いんでしょみたいな感じよね。向こうからすると多分ね。でやろうよみたいな。なんかそのトーナメントじゃ多分進化出ないんでしょっていう感じのなんかさ。
なるほど。
だから文章は丁寧だけど、まあ挑発だと思うし。Okay,
let's stop right there. Okay, basically he was saying like it sounded like it was going to be in the future, and Tokido said, well, the future could also mean like right now. And then Daigo said, yeah, but he also mentioned in the tweet that he wants to prepare for me. And then Tokido was like, oh yeah, you're right. And then he said he didn't really want to play in the tournament atmosphere. He wanted a proper FT10. It's almost like insinuating that he was telling Daigo, you know, tournaments aren't really your thing. So you excel in this when, you know, competition just one-on-one. Then he ends right here by saying, I think he's confident that he can beat me. Let's continue.
っていうことだと思うんだよね。だから周りが結構ざわついたっつうか。で、
僕の方にもマシュマロを来ますから止めてくれと。まずあなたがメナと10先して。
He said, I think he's confident he can beat me. That's why this caused such a stir. I think that's what this is about. He said he was polite. But I think that's what this is about. Then Tokido said, yeah, people keep telling me to stop Mena by beating him in a first to 10.
それで勝った方が梅原さんとやるべきですみたいな。
マシュマロが来る。
そう。
いやなんかでもその、いやまあで受けていやそんなことに興味あったんだっていう感じまずは、
そうそれは思いました、っていうか今の人たちってその CPT とか SFL がやっぱりその自分たちの存在感を出す場所だから、あんまりその10先とかそういうのってあんまりそういう概念がすでにもうあんまりないのかな
So Tokido just said like for younger players, I think he was like, I believe like stages like Street Fighter League and tournaments are the places to show how good you are. He was like, that's why I was surprised that people are still interested in doing the FT10.
には思ってたんで、
感想としてはまあいろんな感情はあるけども、でもトータルで言うとまあありがたいなっていう感じよね。そのだってやんなくていいじゃん。と思うよぶっちゃけ、あんだけねカプコンカップも勝っててとか、まあ毎度思ってるけどね正直、この手のことやるのはシェンもそうだしインフィニもそうだしオトケドもそうだけどやんなくていいじゃんっていう、もう十分いただいねそのかんのっていう、だからメナもなんでやりたいのかなって思ったけど、まあでもなんかありがたいなっていうか。
He said he feels grateful.
でだからまあやる気なんだよね。
That's why I feel like I want to do this.
まあただその結局調整とかがいつ来るかわかんないから。
ああそれ難しいっすよね。
でさすがに CPT の真っ最中ってわけにもいかないし。
He said that's why I feel like I want to do this, but we don't know when the updates are coming. And Tokido said, yeah, that's very hard to tell. And then Daigo said, and we don't have time in the middle of the CPT.
だって現にその大会勝ったやつらがさスターに慣れてないじゃん。現に。で何のために大会やってるの？賞金上げるだけって。俺思っちゃうから。だから俺はその考えっていうのは一貫してるんだけど、でも今このルールに対応してメナって勝ってるやつだから、そういう人が別にわざわざその新しいルールを求める必要はないと思ってるんだよね。今のルールで勝ってる人が今この時代一番偉いっていうのは俺も変わんない。勝負の世界だからね。だけどそういう人がやりたいっつうんだったら、もうじゃあなんかじゃあやるって感じだよね。だからそのタイミングがね調整のタイミングとかあるけど、まあスト6中にやるのはまあもう間違いないじゃない。
All right, we're gonna stop it right there, y'all. So Daigo, I don't know if I'm gonna have time to put this all in, but he went on this kind of rant, like saying about he doesn't like when rules stay into place for too long and nobody questions particular rules, I guess, in the scene. And then he went on to say, like, who made the rules? Just humans. They're not God. If God made the rules, then I can see, okay. But God did not make the rules. Humans did. So almost like he likes to challenge a new set of thinking for the rules. But then he goes on to say, a player like Mena, who's adapted to the way things are and still finds a way to win and, you know, the new rule set, is a great player. So he was like, I definitely think we should play. I just don't know when. But then somewhere in the middle, he did say, what are we doing? Like the players that are winning right now, they're not becoming stars. So what are we doing? Just handing money to winners? So it's almost like he's getting deeper right there. Not really sure what he meant by that, but definitely I think that's a whole nother buttons that need to be checked, because that sounded deep as hell. Anyway, y'all know, let me know in the comments. We'll keep you up to date. So it looks like it's happening. I can see it. I can see, you know, Daigo's very laid back. He's very casual and whatnot, but I can see that eye in the tiger. He likes to compete. He did take that Mena statement some type of way. It was not disrespectful, and he even said himself, it came out very nice. But he was like, he thinks he could beat me, right? And I think he's thinking a certain way. And if they want to play me, let's play. But we got to figure it out, because it looks like Daigo is interested in doing it right as well. So, and that it is, ladies and gents. Definitely let me know how you were feeling. Thank you guys for the amazing love. This was a fun episode. Yesterday was a fun episode, especially at the ending. Yeah, so either way, hope you guys enjoy everything, man. We will see you soon. If not tomorrow, definitely the next day. The plan is, though, to see you guys sometime tomorrow. So appreciate the mad love. Some announcements coming up as always. I don't know what it is, but I know it's about to get better. Love y'all forever. Peace. Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe.